February 12th, 2026. How's it going, guys? Well, I got some more videos for you here, and not good here for Kansas City or Independence, Missouri. You know, those drugs got to keep flowing. They got to keep moving them up down 40 Highway and up and down East 47th Street here. And does it ever stop? Nah, it don't stop. But when the police are out, it deters them. It slows them down somewhat. But then as soon as they back off, guess what? It just picks up again. So I had several things going on, from the booming to the massive cars going up and down here. And I'm going to show a little bit of that. And guess where some of them ended up? Back at the 777 over there across from Cosentino's up there. Not good. On top of it, down here off by close to 46th Place, down here off North Fleet, where the old Myers Music Studio, you got to kind of follow it back from Salvador's there. It's that other buildings. You know, I kept saying that there was cars that seemed like rotating. Now, I guess there's another car dealer down there, because there was a big old blue Corvette sitting down there with dealer tags last couple days. There's cars in and out. So I guess we got us another car dealer down there. Oh, well, that's just ducky, isn't it? I mean, that's just all we need, more car lots. It's like that one out here on 40 Highway, like that one councilman said, you never see a person hardly at that, but what are they doing? Yeah, well, that's a good question. What are they doing? And tonight here, a little after it was about 11:30, there's cars sitting down there off by 46th Place, off North Fleet. It'd be on the, that would be what here? On the east side at that Myers old, like the buildings. I call it the Myers Music Building because that's where they used to teach music. They used to own, I guess, that complete building down through there. So I'm going to show that, but I went by several times, and over 30 minutes this car sat there in the dark with just its running lights on. Now, that don't look a little suspicious. You know, here around 11 o'clock at night, they're sitting there backed up against a fence that's locked, but nobody questions anything. I don't know. And I also seen a little puppy dog. If I find it, I'll show it to you. It wasn't Needle. He's a big one. And we'll show that too. And we'll show them up here at this 777. Man, there are a lot of cars, a lot of people up there. A lot of stuff. Though there was one guy that was standing out in front. I made a couple 3 passes over there too. I guess finally he went down stood down by the bus stop. Now, he had a vehicle, but they probably said, don't be doing that stuff, you know, selling that stuff, that other, you know, like the fentanyl and other stuff out in front of my business. Well, who's watching all this anyway? Now, this is, you know, we got that good old soccer deal coming in. It's got Argentina, Netherlands, England, all of them coming in here. Oh, yeah, this is just going to be a pretty sight here in Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. Looks like the Independence and Kansas City, Missouri needs to get back on it again here. But let's take a look, guys. Okay, guys, so this is up across from Cosentino's there, and they always got their lights out too, see. But there's okay, see if I can stop. I'm gonna miss it. Hold on, guys. If I get back here. Okay, so I'm gonna get my little trusty pen out here. What you're looking at is, this was after I went around on the 3rd pass. Now, this guy was down in front down there by that 777 or whatever they call it down there. And he finally walked up here to the bus stop. But now this guy was in a vehicle. This guy ain't taking the bus. He was on a cell, and man, he was in massive conversation back and forth with somebody. And not good, guys. I mean, this stuff, you can see him right there. I'm going to go on and see they use those bright lights so you can't see all what you got. Let's see if I can. Right here, I don't think you guys can even see that probably. Something like a black pen or pencil or something there. Here's my cursor right here, but there's some people standing here bunched up. And this is a little after 11 o'clock at night. And man, this place here, it just, I don't know. If I can bring this down a little bit so you can see it maybe a little bit better. You see that one tail light? They're all sitting in their vehicle, see? I mean, they're, you know, what are they doing? Yeah, there's this weird stuff going on. But hold on. Now this is down there by that old Myers studio down there. And so you can see that's that one building where I guess there's another car lot dealer in down there. But what I want to show is this cart sitting over here at this other end of this building. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this so you guys can see it a little bit better. Well, there it is right there. Now, this vehicle's sitting there. Now, it's sitting there for 30 minutes. It never left. You tell me independents couldn't drive a cruiser down through here and kind of look at that stuff? And I bet you if they went around enough times, I bet this, whatever this is, wouldn't be sitting there. And this is like right over here, of course, by that meth recovery place. It's right on up here, 47th Street, Northfleet, because this is Northfleet right here. So they're sitting there. Now, hold on. Okay, so we're passing Salvador's here. Past that other building. Hold on, guys. I'll show this vehicle again. Now, see, there's that building back there. They got trailers and cars, stuff, all stuffed back up in there. But here's that car again. See, I want to show this. I mean, this is just, you know, that's a little suspicious, ain't it, guys? Doesn't that look a little suspicious? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, yeah, guys, let's not forget the little puppy dog. We're going to show you real quick, too. Of course, it doesn't have a leash on it, and its owner is nowhere to be had. It's a pretty big little dog. What do you think? About 150 pounder, maybe? No, look like it has a shock collar on around its neck, too. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go up and try to pet that dog. But that's how Independence runs here, you know. Yeah, I can see how this will go when all these people get here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, hold on. And there's another shot of it, just to show that, you know, this went on for over 30 minutes. And it's still down there, hanging down there, man. Yeah. I mean, that just looks weird. Yeah, I guess if you're wanting to deal drugs, man, that's a good way to do it. You can just set it to business and back your car in and do all that. So you got a lot of activity going up here. Like I say, back we're having runs and runs again back up here in between Cosentino, because after having some booming and some other stuff going on, had a red pickup truck that also went down to Willis. It was early on. It was booming, and then later, here it comes again. And I got something to show on that, too. Driving around the neighborhood, and then it ends up going towards Chrysler, like over there by Chrysler Apartments. Well, isn't that something? Oh, Chrysler Apartments, that's a good old area. Now, whether it ended up there or not, I don't know. But it went on down north on Chrysler. Something somebody could be looking at, because sure didn't look like they live over here, because they were driving around the neighborhood. And I don't know. It didn't pull in nobody's house over in this area, over in my area. So that's kind of weird too. But I wanted to show this real quick first. So, you know, when I get out, then I start showing things. We're going to show them. We got a lot of activity. We got a lot of people backpacking still up and down the street, moving some stuff they shouldn't be moving. But I wanted to show this real quick, so hold on. Okay, guys, so I'm getting ready to pull out on my driveway here because you know, they went up and down so many times. I figured I pretty much know where they're going. But I'm going to have one come off down here over in that area, over there where the car dealer bunch is, off North Fleet over there by the Myers musical building there. And then here comes the red pickup. Now truck came down about an hour before that doing this. But this time it wasn't booming. So I wonder where it's going. Here we go again. So let's just take a look. I'm going to hit this and I'm going to move this. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that, how that come up. That's coming up North Fleet. It's going southbound. It's going to come up 47th. And then that truck's going to come down. That's what I want to show. So there's that truck. That red truck. So, let's just see where it's going, since it likes shaking my house so much. Here. Been here over 50 years, and I got news for you. I'm going to be here 50 more. But I want to show this. And so it goes on up Willis, and then it gets back on Chrysler, and it's going to make a left. And see, we're right there. That's Willis. Let me see here. I'll go to my next segment real quick. So it's going to turn on that first street. Well, I know all the streets over here. I've lived here my entire life. I thought, well, I'll turn up here. Let's see if it goes on up. I'm going to make a left. I'm going to go around it because I knew where it was going to go. And then it's going to go up there and set, because it doesn't go on into the world over there by the 777. Not this one. Not this time. Now I'm going to make a left here. I thought, well, let's just see if we're going to a house. Well, there it is right there, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, it's not going to a house. So it's cruising streets here around 11 o'clock or after at night. It's not, and doing what? Doing what? Making passes over passes, booming and stuff? Well, guess what? Here it is up here again. Well, isn't that interesting? Hold on, guys. All right. So, that's an F-150. And let's just go from there. Hold on, guys. It didn't turn in. Well, no, we don't want to turn in, not if they're dealing something. That would even be more suspicious now, wouldn't it? But it's going to go on down. And then it's going to cut on across 40 highway. So what was it doing over in my area? And doing the booming and just cruising around in circles? Well, that don't seem too good, does it? See if I can get this. My deal does it in 3-minute segments. So there you can see it's going on across over there, and it's going to go northbound on Chrysler. Interesting, right, guys? Now, hold on. Oh, yeah, guys. One other thing. I went back here because I want to show this guide. I told you the one I showed you with my body cam that was at the bus stop. Well, he's in this truck. He's in this truck off to the side here. We're going to show that. Well, there's our hoodie guy right there in that pickup truck. He's on a sale. Gotta make some of that money, man. Gotta move those drugs. Gotta do that stuff. Yeah. Not good, guys. When they have to start running up and down 40. Yeah, why don't they just run up and down 40 highway? I mean, they don't figure they figure they're above the law anyway, man. I mean, I'm sure they can just get by with it. They don't need to run up and down 47th Street, East 47th Street South, do they? In between North Fleet and Chrysler. They just go on down 40 highway. Just come on up 40 highway. It's shorter that way, guys. But wanted to show that real quick. But there he is right there. There you can see my cursor. And that's the same guy was standing at the bus stop. He's walking back. They're pacing that far back and forth. Well, what are they pacing? Here you go again. Hold on. That was the second pass, guys, too. That was after the truck. So he's still standing there. And then he goes on down to the bus stop. But he was driving that truck. All right, guys. Now I wanted to show it one last time. Here's where he's up by the bus stop now. And there he is right there. Let's see if I can get this toned down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah. There we go. All right, so hold on, guys. All right, guys, so we're going to turn here at Salvador's down here. And then I want to show that car. Now, this is from the dash cam. Well, there it is right there. It's sitting right there. So I wonder what it's doing. I mean, they used to, when you got cars sitting like that in front of businesses and stuff, maybe they should be looking at some of this stuff. I mean, Shirley wasn't meeting up to somebody because he was over there 30 minutes. My God, that's kind of weird, man. You can see it down there. Crazy stuff. There it is again. Like I say, it sat there 30 minutes. And these people like sitting there and running their gas, too, running their cars. I mean, it's really interesting. I mean, of course, I guess you're making some of that good drug money. You don't have to worry about all that stuff, now, do you? All right, guys, I'm going to show that from the back side of the dash cam, too, because you can see that vehicle right here. And crazy stuff. I mean, they hide up in the nooks and the crannies. Oh, and there's still a lot of that going on up there at that Gordman's. You wouldn't believe some of the footage I got up there. There's still in those parking lots. Oh, and the trash. Oh, my God. They should go after some of those businesses that was in there not too long ago, because that was their area and nobody's taking care of it. Well, who's picking all the trash up at that? Basically, who's actually managing the area then? They could always go back, I guess, on the owners, you would think. Oh, I got other stuff to show you guys. Now, hold on. Oh, yeah, guys, and I have to show this again because this just blows my mind. This was just from yesterday, and this is over off 23rd and Owen. This guy was actually doing a pop wheelie on this motorcycle on 23rd Street, going that'd be eastbound from Nolan Road, and he was on 1 foot on it. Doesn't that look real safe, guys? Endangering people. They should be able to confiscate a bike like that if somebody's doing something like that, because if you caused a wreck, somebody ran into somebody else and somebody got killed, and come on. I mean, it's too bad the way this stuff is anyway. Look at this. That's crazy. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. So, still moving that stuff. Looks like Owen Pence and Kansas City, Missouri needs to get back out here and start looking a little bit more again. Of course, I guess that some of that area up there is, I guess Sinclair's area is up there at Independence, but the other is Kansas City, Missouri, I think from Cosentino's, I believe. I don't know if Independence has that area or not. But down here on North Fleet and 47th Street and up there by that old Myers studio up by Salvador's, I definitely know that's Independence there. That's not Kansas City, Missouri. So they could be looking at that. A lot of cars moving up and down. I mean, it's crazy when you start at 10:30 at night till 4 a.m. in the morning or 5 a.m. in the morning. And these cars are also bunched up. And they're usually 2 or 3 together all at once. Boom, 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 boom. and they're running up to these places. They either run up there or they go up there. What is that? Syntex or whatever. Some of the other filling stations too. They hang out at, but up there definitely across from Costino's. Again. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.